Have you ever been in Zoom and trying to play music, or actually as a musician with your guitar or with your piano, and you've got your audio interface, everything's set up right, but the sound is just not quite right? In this video, we're going to talk about original sound. Yes, let's figure out how it all works. I'm Kirk Nugent, and I challenge everyday people to think holistically about their relationship to technology at home for their families and at work for career success. And in this video, we're going to deal with a topic that I know a lot of people have struggled with on multiple platforms, not just Zoom, on StreamYard, on ECamm, on Zoom, on Google Meet, on Teams, and it is dealing with audio processing and echo cancellation. We're going to dive into what Zoom calls that. It's called original sound right now. Here we are in Zoom, and I'm just going to jump into a new meeting, and that brings up my camera almost automatically. It's kind of crazy. Join computer audio, normal stuff. Everybody's done this before. I'm going to leave this here, and we're going to pull up our audio settings. You'll notice right up at the top here that it says turn on original sound. You may not have that option. We're going to get to that in a second, why that's there for me. So we can come down here to the microphone. We can click on audio settings. You see all the other options that are there above. There's audio settings, and that brings up this little window here. And so here now we can do a couple of different things in our audio settings. Blah, 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 blah. But what we want to touch is the advanced. We can click on advanced here, and you see that we have a number of options. You can set your echo cancellation to aggressive, or you can just put it on automatic. I recommend leaving it on automatic if you keep it on at all. Especially if you're wearing headphones, you are able to disable audio processing. And so if you come here, it says disable Zoom echo cancellation. I should say echo cancellation. I don't know why I said audio processing. I'm too used to StreamYard. But yeah, disable Zoom echo cancellation algorithms. A headset and high quality microphone is strongly recommended. You see the option there. A headset and high quality microphone is strongly recommended. If you're going to disable echo cancellation, you want to make sure you're wearing headphones. Same thing goes for Teams. Same thing goes for Google Meet. Same thing goes for StreamYard. Any one of these platforms you go into, if you're going to disable echo cancellation, you're going to want to put on headphones. Now, what Zoom has done is they've broken out a number of pieces. You have high fidelity music mode here, and you have some information about that. Of course, it is going to take up more CPU utilization. It is going to take up more bandwidth, but it's going to give you the highest quality music. So if you're a musician, or if you're a house of faith and you have a band and you're playing into Zoom on a regular basis, you're going to want to make sure you check this box. Of course, you want to make sure you have a machine that has the horsepower to manage it. And you're going to make sure that you're wired, not wireless. So you're getting a good network connection so you can push that bigger stream up the pipe. So that's high fidelity music mode. I usually try to check that. And then of course, stereo mode. Now, again, I'm just in my home studio here, so I don't really have like a full soundboard with, a bass, drummer, lead guitar, pianist. I don't have any of that stuff. But if you do, like we did a number of times, you want to make sure you have that checked too. So I'm leaving all of these checked. But here's the thing. You see this top one here that says show in meeting option to enable original sound from microphone. This is what enables me to have this. And that is for your non-pro user, somebody who just has their own, audio board. You can control your gain, which means you can turn up the volume on your microphone, and you're wearing headphones. You are going to want to at least turn on original sound. And I'm going to hover over that option, and it's going to show you here. This option automatically disables Zoom noise suppression. It removes high pass filtering. It removes automatic gain control. And it is recommended for playing music and for studio-like environments. You can read the rest yourself. I'm pretty sure you're following along with me on your computer. But the idea is you want better quality sound. You want to be able to control your sound. I have a board here where I can turn up my gain at will. I keep it right around this level. I hope it's okay. But if you want to be able to control your sound in Zoom, these settings and these options have been placed here for you. And so you want to be able to take advantage of those. Maybe you don't want to take advantage of all the other ones, right? So what you want to do is just check this box for original sound. And once you do that, that does not actually change anything yet. What that means is that this option is going to show up for you. All right. And you have the option here to select the microphone. And then you select microphone to always use original sound with. You can change that there so it's always on. But right now you see that it's saying turn on original sound. Well, it's not on right now, at least not in Zoom. It is on in the screen recorder that I'm using, but it's not on in Zoom. And so if I do that, then now it's on. So when you see it say turn on original sound, you click the button and it turns on original sound, which means your sound, your sound from your studio, from your computer, that is the sound that people will hear. And so you have full control over it. If you want to say turn off original sound, which means you will no longer have control over it, and Zoom is going to control your gain, your high pass filter, your noise cancellation, all that stuff. Zoom is going to control it. You're giving control back to Zoom when you say turn off original sound. So I want to make sure that that distinction is clear. Turning on and off this option doesn't necessarily mean you want to wear headphones, but for sure, if you come through here and you are disabling echo cancellation and you're doing some of the other pro features, you definitely want to make sure you're wearing headphones because you don't want to create that loop. All right. So that's the whole thing. That's the pro tip right there as well. Regardless of which system you're in, if you are turning off echo cancellation or audio processing or whatever they call it, they've multiple names on the different platforms. Restream.io has it, ECamm has it, StreamYard, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, they all have a version of this thing. If you're going to turn off echo cancellation or audio processing, you want to make sure you're wearing headphones. You don't want to create the loop. If you're hearing that you're hearing yourself a couple of different times, here's another quick tip. If you're on a video call or a StreamYard or whatever, and you are hearing at yourself echo, it's generally not you that's causing that echo. The person who does not hear an echo is the person that's causing the echo. Okay, that one's for free. So yeah, I hope this was useful, and that's it. Original sound in Zoom. Later. That's it. It's a quick one today, right? Gave you overview of what you need to do, what settings you need to look for, and gave you some, other options there as well, especially for the musicians out there that are in these Zoom meetings. I mean, we're doing Zoom everything these days, right? I did a Zoom with my family where we had a full anniversary celebration for my dad's eldest sister and her husband. And we wanted to play music. We had full performances, all that stuff on there. And these kinds of settings really help to punch up your production value, allow people to really feel like they're there with you. And if you have the equipment, right, why not? We had one of our praise and worship leaders at our church. She had to sing at a family member's funeral. And so we kept all of our equipment set up that Sabbath afternoon. And that's when they had the funeral. And so she just sang from our studio into the Zoom meeting where they were having this funeral. And these are some of the settings that we used. We turned on original sound. We turned on stereo mode. We put in even the high pass filtering because we had a full band, keyboard, bass, drummer, and of course the vocalist. We wanted all that audio to come into the system unfiltered. We didn't want Zoom to touch it. And so original sound is how you do that. I hope that this gave you some value. I hope that you are enjoying the channel. And if you are, smash that like button. Go ahead and share it with friends who might be struggling, who you may have heard have asked this question already. How do I get better sound in Zoom? And by all means, we'd like you to subscribe. We have a similar video to this one that I will put a link to right up here, where we go over the same settings for StreamYard and how you can get better audio in StreamYard. StreamYard has some of the very same options, just called different terms. So check that one out when you get a chance. We're so thankful that you guys have been responding. Let us know in the comments what other types of videos you want to see. Hey, I'm Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher, hoping that somewhere in the course of this video and others, you were able to put some of the pieces together, peek behind the veil a little bit, and figure out how it all works. I'll see you in the next video.
use it